Happy Thursday and welcome to yet another exciting episode of my.na cars with your favorite host, the passenger princess, Diana Master. Now in today's episode, we get to switch things up a little bit, but don't worry, it is still going to be fun, exciting, and entertaining, but also importantly, it's going to be very informative. Today's episode is all about Tyre Rack, and guess what? Yours truly gets to learn how to change a tire. Yes, and I'm not talking just, watching and, okay, this is how you do it. No. I actually get to get my hands dirty. And trust me when I say you don't want to miss out on that. Stick around, we'll be back with more cars right after this break.
Please, put on your safety belt, sir. It's very important for your life.
The seatbelt doesn't make me drive comfortably. Yes, that's better. Please wear your seatbelt. I did not.
In today's motoring news, Google Maps gets a massive AI update with 5 new features. Google Maps is one of the most popular and widely used navigation apps in the world, but it's not resting on its laurels. The tech giant recently announced that it is giving it a massive AI upgrade with 5 new features. One of the most impressive new features is immersive view, which lets you see your route from the street level in 3D. This means you can get a realistic and detailed view of your surroundings, landmarks, and directions before you even start your trip. You can also explore different places and see how they look in real time. This feature is especially useful for unfamiliar or complex areas where you might otherwise get lost, or relevant locations based on your preferences, needs, and context. For example, if you're looking for a restaurant, Google Maps will show you options that match your taste, budget, and availability. It also uses user-submitted photos and reviews to give you a better idea of what to expect. You can filter your search results by various criteria such as ratings, cuisine, or distance. Google Maps navigation is also getting an AI boost with improved lane guidance and traffic information. You'll be able to see which lane you need to be in to avoid missing your exit or turn, and what the lanes will look like ahead of time. You'll also get real-time updates on road conditions, accidents, and congestion, so you can plan your route accordingly. Google Maps will also suggest alternative routes if they are faster or easier ways to reach your destination. Getting into our next story, traffic lights could have a 4th color in the future. Here's why. In a hypothetical future where autonomous cars trundle up and down our busy roads, traffic lights might have a 4th color installed, one added for the benefit of those self-driving vehicles. Researchers at North Carolina State University are proposing an additional white traffic light that would signal to drivers autonomous vehicles are managing the upcoming intersection of traffic flow intelligently. The thinking is that both traffic congestion levels and overall fuel consumption could be reduced. The cars and trucks that are driving themselves won't need to look at the white traffic light because they'll be communicating with it wirelessly. However, it will act as a sign to human drivers and passengers that they should follow the lead on the self-driving vehicles moving through the intersection. Red lights will still mean stop, green lights will still mean go, and white lights will tell human drivers to simply follow the car in front of them, says civil engineer Ali Hababi. This concept we're proposing for traffic intersections, which we are calling a white phase, taps into the computing power of autonomous vehicles. Here's how it would work. Autonomous vehicles would be in communication with each other and with the traffic lights and intersections within a certain range. That would enable them to coordinate traffic flow more efficiently and intelligently, giving priority to the converging roads with more vehicles on them, for example, and advising on optimal speeds. Any human drivers in the mix would be informed to follow the lead of the vehicle in front of them via the white light. Stop if it stops, continue if it continues. Once the number of autonomous vehicles at an intersection drops below a certain threshold, the traffic lights would revert back to the normal red, amber, and green option. Well, that is it for motoring news, but don't go anywhere. More my.na cars coming right up.
Please walk responsibly. I did not. Ma'am?
Today we are here at Tyre Rack, and as you can see behind me, it's all about aesthetics here. I see very nice wheels, and I'm going to talk all about wheels with Mohammed, who is the owner of the Spine establishment. Thank you so much for inviting us here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I love being here. Okay, so let's talk about, Tyre Rack as a
Sure.
whole. When did you start Tyre Rack? How long have you been in business?
We've been in business since 2008. In Rundu first.
Wow, okay.
And then in 2013 we opened up. So it's 10 years ago we opened up here in Windhoek.
10 years ago in Windhoek.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So you've been in business for quite a bit of time. How did the idea of Tyre Rack come to be?
Well, to be honest, it's not an original idea. So Tyre Rack is a company that belongs to my friend in South Africa. And so I started selling tires in Rundu as a sideline business.
Okay.
And then the demand was there and it grew, and he then convinced me to sort of franchise and copy paste his concept in Namibia. And then we started in Rundu, we opened then in Windhoek, and then later the coast as well.
Wow,
Yeah.
so you have 3 branches currently.
Yeah.
Any plans to extend further?
Not immediately. The COVID has hampered our progress a bit.
True.
And so, we actually closed the Walvis Bay branch. So we had 2 at the coast during COVID. So we're just busy. I think we need to stabilize first and then go continue
and then
our growth
see
onwards.
how it goes. What have been some of the challenges you faced? I mean, briefly touching on COVID, that was a dark time for everybody, but what have been some of the challenges that you faced?
I think pre-COVID, the country was going through a little recession already, and then COVID sort of just put the nail in the coffin. So our business is directly dependent on people being mobile.
True.
And lockdown is the exact opposite of mobile.
True.
So people were going nowhere, and certain areas were completely shut within those areas as well. So it was tough on the tire business. And then obviously a large percentage of our business also comes from tourism companies.
True.
And the tourism companies were
also
hampered
not
and not operating. So the tire business, I mean, if cars are not driving, people are not putting tires.
It's very true.
So that was our biggest challenge. Post-COVID and the tourism boom that's taking place now is good news for the industry, and we are definitely feeling the advantages, the benefits thereof. So we are busy re-establishing ourselves on the market. I think we're all finding our feet again.
Yes.
The industry is finding its feet again. But
And that's definitely important.
Yeah.
So I see many different types of tires. Which brands do you stack?
Well, we stock basically just about all the brands. We are not brand specific. So we go from the cheapest Chinese brands up to the biggest premium brands like Michelin, BF Goodrich, Pirelli. So it's across the range. We're not brand specific or brand loyal for that matter there. We believe firmly that as an independent tire store, we don't need to nail our colors to a specific brand, and we give the customers choices. And
So basically anyone who needs a tire can find
basically just about any brand of tire
that they need according to their
from
budget,
us,
according to
their
their
need, according to the
Yes.
manufacturer's requirements, according to their budgets. It's all tires. It's such a fluid business, and there's so many choices. People would think it's just black and round, and therefore it's a tire, but it doesn't work that way.
There's a lot.
There's so much different criteria in selecting a tire, and we sort of, I think my salespeople are professional enough to be able to help a client find what he needs and then offer him a range of brands to suit his pocket.
And today I am going to be learning all about tires because, like you said, there are some people, me, who just think it's just black and it's round and you're good to go. But we do understand that there's a lot that actually goes into, you know, these, like what tires are best for your car, what tires are best for what road, and all of that, right? Okay, so one more thing that I wanted to ask, which is the most in-demand brand right now?
That's a tough question. I don't think there's one specific in-demand brand at the moment. So I think the premium brands like Michelin and Pirelli and Goodyear is more a middle of the range brand. But I think Michelin, Pirelli, and Continental are premium brands, and so they have brand appeal. Whereas the middle range brands like Dunlop, Goodyear, Yokohama, General, those are mid-range brands, and they have mass appeal because they suit. They're recognizable and they suit most people's budgets. They're not as expensive as the first three I mentioned.
And they've been tried and tested, so it's a safe bet.
And they've been tried and tested.
And I see here we also have a fitment center. So basically I can buy my tires here, have them fit here.
Correct. It's a one-stop service.
shop.
So you come in, you choose your tire, we have it fitted for you, balanced, we fit nitrogen, we do wheel alignment. Everything. And then if you like shoes, like women do, we have a wide range of rims, and rims are considered shoes for cars. So people like to change them every now and then and put something pretty on. So I think we have the largest range in the country.
That is amazing of rims. So basically, like you heard, guys, it's a one-stop shop. You can just come here. Their salespeople will tell you everything that you need to know, what tires are best for your car, so you don't damage your car, so that also you don't spend ridiculous amounts of money thinking, oh, hey, because it's a tried and tested brand, because there are other alternatives, cheaper alternatives.
For sure. So a lot of tires these days are budget dependent. So people will, in the economy right now, people need to stretch their hands. So people will then ask for the cheapest tire. And as a reputable tire dealer, even though we stock the cheaper Chinese brands, we do not stock inferior brands. So all our brands, even the cheaper brands, have all the SABS and Euro marks on them, certifications on them. So they can still rest assured that if they look for a budget brand, they will still be safe on the road.
And you're not compromising on quality.
Compromising on safety
and quality. And okay, wow. And also, I need to ask this: how often? Because it seems people don't actually know how often you need to change your tires.
Well, different tires have different lifespans. So, sometimes for high performance vehicles like supercars, they don't even last 10,000 kilometers. They're not meant to last that long. They're meant to give grip on the road at high speed. Whereas 4x4s with all-terrain tires can last up to 100,000 kilometers. The main thing is good tire care. Now, tire care would mean rotating your tires every 10,000 kilometers, checking your wheel alignment every 10,000 kilometers, making sure they're not overinflated or underinflated. And then tires last quite a long time if they're taken care of. And obviously, if you drive responsibly.
So you see, guys, I am here to put you on. Here is some free information of what you need to do to make sure your tires last longer. Now stick around because your favorite passenger princess is going to be, getting her hands dirty as I change a tire and teach you how to change a tire. So stay tuned.
Please adhere to the speed limit. I did not.
Now the moment moment you've been waiting for is finally here. Yes, the one and only Princess is going to learn how to change a tire, and hopefully you can get a few tips too, just in case you're stuck on the side of the road. And I'm here with Fawaz, and he's going to teach me everything that I need to know and everything that you need to know so that you're not stuck on the side of the road, putting yourself at risk. All right, so Fawaz, please tell us. Let's start off with what we actually need to have in the car, what you need to make sure you have in the car in case of an emergency like this.
So let's say you got a flat, right?
Yes.
Obviously, you'll go to the back of the car, and everything that you need should be there. Your spare wheel, I'll just take it out here. So your spare wheel will be there, like that. And then obviously, you'll need the jack. You'll need the jack. A spanner to loosen the bolt or nut.
Okay.
And some cars have a lock nut.
A lock nut. Okay.
So a lock nut is like a unique key for one nut on the car.
I see.
So
Okay.
it's like an anti-theft thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's that.
All right.
So now once you've done that, generally these cars come with a safety triangle as well. You put it so that cars can see you're busy. So then what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll go to the area where we need it. So let's say front right.
Okay. I'm excited. Let's go.
This is the jack, right? So you can't just jack anywhere on the body.
Okay.
You might damage. So generally when you see a space like this, it means that there's a space here along here that it fits. So
it's like a puzzle piece, basically.
yeah, exactly. So you can even put your hand and feel, or you can look, and you'll see that space goes here.
Okay.
So it looks a bit complicated, but it's actually quite simple.
Okay.
Not all jacks work the same, but this one is quite simple. You hook this in here, and then you just give it a turn.
Oh.
So you can do the rest until you feel. I'll just guide you. They say who's the best teacher is experience. You're actually supposed to jack from that side so you can see the tire lifting up. So I'm gonna give you.
Oh, I see. So
now,
that basically the car's propped up.
Yeah. So now
Okay.
you can give it a go until you see how high it raises. So just there you can stop now,
Okay.
because you see those nuts are not gonna get loose if the tire is in the air.
Oh.
So you first need to make them. You just basically just place the jack there, so we know we're right. Now we make the nuts loose.
Okay. So this is fine now.
That's fine for now until
Okay.
we make the nuts a bit loose.
Okay.
Okay. So just gonna take these out quickly. It's kind of important that you make the nuts loose
Okay.
before you start jacking,
Okay.
because if this tire is in the air and you're trying to make the nuts loose, you're gonna get nowhere.
You're going nowhere
You're going
slowly.
nowhere slowly. So I'll do the lock nut
Okay.
because it's the hardest bit, and the rest you can do. But
I work out. I think I can do it.
Today's your workout.
Today.
Okay,
So like you said, this is like the key. It's a unique key.
if you don't have that key,
You can't remove the tire.
then we're in a problem. But
Okay.
generally, there is a space in the boot for it. So normally it's on a safe spot that you can reach and always remember.
Okay.
So again, right is tight and left is loose. So that's loose now. So you just want it just enough to do that.
Okay.
So you can try one.
Ooh.
So go down, yeah.
This is on tight.
It takes a bit of elbow grease.
Okay. Let me try.
Give it a good shot.
I feel like I'm gonna break something.
No, this thing can take the weight.
No,
Should I
I think
help
this is please help. I think this is a little too tight. No.
Okay, let's try. That's the problem.
I refuse to say women are weak. I can totally do it, but this one, you see, this was on quite
it
tight.
was a bit tight. So you just want it a bit loose.
Also, we're not gonna remove everything
No,
because we still need to
We
jack.
still need to jack.
Okay, I think I can try one more.
Let me try one more? Okay.
I'll try
Let me
one
put
more
it
for
on
the
an angle.
girls.
Let me put it on an angle for you. So try pushing from this side with your whole body weight.
So basically,
Put your body weight and push. There you go, you're almost there.
almost.
Give it a few punches.
There we go. I did it though.
So I'll just loosen the rest. So we still got a ways to go.
So now it's getting harder.
Yeah, because now
It's
using
lifting
some,
the car
yes,
basically.
you can see even. You can see here, it's lifting.
Yes.
But this is the one that we're looking for.
Okay.
The space underneath it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You see, it's quite a bit of elbow grease.
quite a lot. Not a bit, a lot.
So this is fine.
Okay.
Just about.
So do we need?
that.
Do we? So
Yeah,
basically.
you need to be able to basically put your hand underneath
Okay.
all the way,
Okay.
because it's no use loosening that and the tire can't come out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here's the first step I can give anybody who doesn't really know much about changing a tire. Once you remove the tire off this one, this is the faulty one.
Okay.
But we never know, things can happen, anything can happen, you know? So all you do is you take this one and you put it over here. Yeah.
I see.
So if anything does happen, you've got a little safety net.
Oh, like the jack is faulty.
If the
for
jack is
example.
faulty, if anything can happen, you don't know.
Yes, you don't know.
So then that can save you, because you could be here somewhere busy, you know,
Oh.
and the jack gives in. At least this is gonna save you.
Oh, that's a smart tip.
Yeah.
You got that. The minute you take it off, put it under, just so that you have that little bit of a safety net. So now it's time for us to put on the spare wheel.
This one also takes a bit of elbow grease, because
Okay.
if you can feel the weight of this,
Oh my! How many kgs is this?
man, that's gotta be minimum 10 to 12 kg.
No, this I lift weights. This can't be.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe 12.
Maybe
I'd say
12,
maybe 12.
10.
Yes. 12, 12 and a half.
Yeah, because it's quite
roundabout.
heavy.
Yes.
For a lady, it might be a bit tough. But yeah, so this is the part that's a bit difficult, because now you have to get that on there. You see?
Okay.
And at the same time, if you can see, I'm holding this,
Yes.
and you need to get the nuts in. See, and we haven't.
Oh,
Here we go. There should
are
be
we
a line
aligned now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But as they say, experience is the best teacher.
Yes.
So
See, I'm a step ahead.
there we go. That's the way.
I already have my.
So just remember, right is tight and left is loose. You don't have to fasten it all the way,
Okay.
just as long as it's tight.
Okay, so not too tight.
Doesn't have to be too tight. Yeah. Because remember, we still have to drop it, and that's when we make it faster.
Oh. Let's try this one. Okay, this one is in. So it's this one.
And it's just this one. You need to fasten that one, the lock nut,
Okay.
and you will feel that it's loose.
Oh, then you're done.
Almost.
Almost,
Now,
because we still need to tighten,
you need
please.
to tighten these. Guys, don't forget, if you're going to drive away without tightened nuts or bolts,
Road for disaster. Recipe for disaster.
It's disaster. This wheel can blast out. You can hurt yourself and others. So always make sure you can go as tight as you can, but don't overdo it.
Okay. Because I mean, we still need to take the car in, bring
Exactly.
it in. Is that tight enough?
Let me feel.
Or should we go more?
You should just give it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So the recommended rotations for a nut or a bolt, it's a 360 degree twice, minimum twice.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But obviously we went more than,
More than.
yeah, we did more than 2 rotations. But that's just for anybody who was wondering how close is tight. So a full 360 rotation at least
But
twice. Minimum twice.
Because I can still move it a little bit. So I think once. Okay. So now you have to do the check. See if I did it properly.
Let's see. Man, at the very least, it seems like you'll be able to get to some professionals. You're good, man.
I'm good.
You're good. You're good. You can at least get to the professionals. I would
did
say
well.
congratulations. There you go.
Awesome. So that is it, guys. I learned how to change a tire. It took a few tries, but I'm pretty sure I will get the hang of it. But I do hope you were paying some serious attention, because this really could save your life and many others on the road. Stick around, we'll be back with more cars after the break. Well, that brings us to the end of a very informative episode of my.na cars. I sure learned a lot, and I hope you did too. We got to learn all about tires, how to make your tires last longer. We learned so much. Do remember to stay safe. I mean, get your tires checked once every few months, because please guys, your life is just as important as anyone else's life. You get to keep yourself safe, and you get to keep everyone else on the road safe. And the best part of this episode was, of course, me changing the tire and getting my hands dirty. Until next time, from your favorite passenger princess, it's all my love, all my light, and ciao.